e vamos passar para a próxima apresentação, que é online, certo? Da Maria Antonietta Sbordone. É online?
É online,
Sim, é de...
Yeah.
Buongiorno.
Buongiorno. Good morning.
Good morning. Who's going to present From Farm to Clothes, Design for New Bio-Based Textile Products from Local Feedstock.
Okay. So, this paper is entitled From Farm to Clothes, Design for New Bio-Based Textiles Production from Local Feedstocks, and it is based on the From Farm to Clothes slogan to promote bio-based textile production, so from nature and vegetables. But starting talking about these possibilities, it's necessary to define the current state of textile industry. In fact, the European textile clothing, leather, footwear industry needs a long-term strategy that allows the transition from fossil-based fibers to more renewable ones. The green economy is based on the circular economy model that valorizes agricultural residues by strengthening transition to bio-based fiber production, and the territorial relationships start properly from local development to promote innovative use of bio-based resources by creating new synergies between unrelated sectors engaged in the creation of new products and final services. In fact, in accordance with TICI, farm manufacture is based on the valorization of agriculture biomass for the production of new bio-based yarns and textiles. It offers opportunities by recovering from indigenous species to revival traditional fiber crops, for example, hemp, nettle, and others, for development of new crops for fibers, for the processing of raw materials also from agricultural waste or from aquaculture, forestry, agri-food industry, for new production and new application. But the local level of biomass resources management building up from a collaborative model among producers and stakeholders, public and research organizations, to imagine a strategy of extended and sustainable co-benefits. In fact, in this scheme, we can note, we can consider a biomass as a start point that open to alternative use and transformative processes, enabling mini production flows for farm manufacturers, and by extending sustainable approaches beyond only the environmental factors. So we can define sustainable co-benefits by reinterpreting the circular economy model through resource efficient reuse and processes, and maximizing the value of agricultural residues. And circular economy models move from the art of recycling to bring it closer to the concept of upcycling, the process that inserts the material within other production cycles and confirming the intersectoral approach that drives companies to innovation by enhancing industrial synthesis and involving supply chains not directly related. And we arrive to the concept of the green revolution for territories that is based on innovative development models that starts from local economies for the valorization of resources. The transformation processes enable mini production units that use a different approach to the treatment of biomass. And the relationships between manufacturers, local farmers, communities, and other stakeholders defines a new value chain that is based on the valorization, collaboration, and co-creation. This is the reason why the project From Farm to Clothes promotes the development of bio-based textile from agricultural, algal, forestry, and biomass, using innovative processes and projects for local development, and by sharing the sustainable benefits through fashion and textile design. In fact, TexLab, or the Department of Architecture and Industrial Design of Unicampania, is focused on the integration of local production chains for the valorization of vegetable biomass. It is oriented to textile design experimentation for 3D knitting digital machine, using innovative yarns and mixing other ones, creating some blending. The design approach is based on a textile concept methodology through CAD textile software to the configuration of final product for manufacturers. TexLab also improves local interaction by creating new relationships, realizing a networking process. TexLab, in fact, is part of Textile and Clothing Business Labs, TCBL community, partner of European Earware project, that aims to achieve a significant reduction in the release of microfibers by retracing industrial processes and by enhancing a sustainable circular approach. And in our TexLab, we experiment this application, starting from investigation feed for the collection of indigenous species that we can see in the first photo. Then we have vegetable biomass storage dresses to yarn cones development, hemp and nettle yarn cones for knitting machine. In this case, we have a knit rate machine. And then we pass to natural color code system from biomass resources to biodized processes. Then we have conceptual drawings digitalization for pattern CAD design development. There is a phase in which CAD software is used for textile design experiment by using 3D knitting machine. We have also technical data sheets for textile design to have the control of the technical parameter settings, and 3D knitting machine operation. Here we have some experiments, for examples, for production based on hybrid yarns. In this case, we have hemp nettle and cotton blend, and an example of footwear using knitting made by hemp and nettle yarns and applied to a local manufacturer that is focused on footwear production. And we have finally the TexLab open application to TCLF sectors from 3D knitting machine and using also 3D printing strategies. TexLab participates as a lab in working package 7 of Earware project that interacts for dissemination of results and exchange of models and guidelines for new value chain processes using design-oriented approach from farm to clothes. Have also revisited the life cycle map for bio-based materials developed by UR Center for Circular Design, advancing integration and upgrades adapted to farm manufacture production. In fact, we have these models that was configured as a tool to support the phases of research and experimentation, and highlighting the transparency of manufacturing processes. The model thus configured, proposing the advances that are related to textile concept phase, product design phases, and co-creative, sustainable, and inclusive processes. The textile concept phase, because in our phase we call it textile design, it is necessary to define stylistic concepts dictated by markets, trends, stakeholders to define new production processes. The design phase replaces the garment construction phase because the product design requires a defined, complete, and long-lasting approach to design by advancing proposal extended to leather, footwear, and goods sector, but also other sectors. And at least we have co-creative, sustainable, inclusive processes phase that replaces the dual center part referred to end of life phase. The condition of recovery, reuse, regeneration, recycling are possible thanks to co-creative processes integrated the design and planning of individual parts and materials, including people, communities, tradition, but also know-how referred to local, to education, and generating continuous innovation. The future of textile and fashion industry thinks of sustainability as a contemporary design approach that defines new models by promoting the creation of networks in which unrelated sectors, local resources, and new technologies can interact together to disseminate results and define a new co-creative ecosystems. In fact, we have this video that are summarized all the results of TexLab. In fact, here there is the machine, the people that contribute to developing some patches and some experiments. Until to the control and manage of parameter sectors and referred to hemp yarn cause of the traction and tension. We have the patch that was in the photo. And then I can conclude this paper discussion called From Farm to Cloth promotes the creation of bio-based textiles by creating synergies between different sectors in the field of design and creativity, small local business and local producers. TexLab plays a leading role by developing innovative applications for sustainable industry, identifying opportunities in use and application for TCLF sectors. Thank you. I hope it's okay.
Thank you very much, Carmela. I'm going to see. Are you hear me, Carmela?
Yes.
Sì,
Yes.
okay, yes. Okay. Allora, I'm going to ask to the public if there is any question about your interesting work. No?
Sorry?
Do you? Yes. Okay. There is one person from the audience wants to ask you something.
Good morning. Thank you for your interesting presentation. I was interested in knowing how do you involve co-creation in this reuse and recycling phase?
I didn't hear.
She's asking how do you work with co-creation in this recycling phase, in this recycling method that you are working. Co-creation. Where is the co-creation? You talk about co-creation? Yes?
Yes. Because the TexLab is open and is active into two fashion degree courses that are textile design, fashion design, and fashion design for advanced applications. So we, in this way, have a model to include students, but also some expertise referred to machine, because we have also into TexLab, for example, researcher and We have also some small companies, for example, local producers refer to footwear that are open on our territories. Then we have some association of women that are in not bad condition, but and we include these people into our lab to make new production and involve and create new way to collaborate. So it is the reason why we talk about co-creation, but it's a co-creation that includes all the resources, not only related to material resources. We also talk about intangible resources. For example, the inclusion of people, the empathy, the skills, the capabilities that advance. No, I don't know if you understand this concept, but it is important for us, especially to a small realities. In fact, thanks to this slogan that was launched this year from farm to clothes, we also participate in networking with Hereware project. So we extend TexLab to a bigger network. So we are in Europe with our ideas, and for us it's very important.
Okay. Thank you very much, Carmela.
Thank you too.
Thank you.